Once you hit 55, CPF automatically lock away most of your money. And if you don't add before that, you may not have enough left to buy your next home. Why? Because your CPF usage gets restricted. You may not have enough cash to top up. And once you are older, your home loan gets reduced too. But what if you already passed 55? Can you still use your RA for property? In this video, I'll show you exactly what happened and one action you must take before 55 to keep your housing options open. Hi friends, I'm Kenneth. I used to be a police officer. Now I'm a real estate agent with 16 years of experience helping clients make smart housing decisions. Once you hit 55, the rule change. CPF, HDB policies, loan limits, everything starts shifting fast. And in this video, I'll break down whether can you still use your CPF retirement account RA to buy a home after 55 and how to plan ahead so that your next move stay within reach. Now let's dive in. Now let's take a step back. CPF isn't just a saving plan, it is Singapore's social security system, a savings plan through money contribution from you and your employer. The goal is to support three key lifelong needs: retirement, housing, and healthcare. And CPF does this through three main accounts. Ordinary account, mainly for housing, but can also use for education, insurance, and investment. It earns 2.5% interest. Special account, SA, meant for long-term retirement savings. It earns 4% interest. And Medisave account, MA, used for medical expenses and health insurance premium, and also earns 4% interest. There's also bonus interest to help your saving grow faster, especially after 55. I won't go into the details, but just know that your first 60,000 earns more. And here's what most people don't realize. At age 55, CPF doesn't just wish you a happy birthday. It creates a new account, the retirement account or RA. The money from your special account SA is transferred in first. If it's not enough to meet your full retirement sum FRS, CPF will top up the rest from your ordinary account OA. Wait, what's FRS and why does CPF do this? CPF wants to make sure that you get money payout for life in your retirement, and that's the whole point of setting aside a retirement sum. Now you might be thinking, why does CPF care more about retirement than housing? I get it, a roof over your head feels more like the most basic needs. Well, it may seem like CPF care more about retirement than housing, but that's not the full picture. CPF isn't choosing one over the other. The retirement sum framework is designed to balance both needs. That's why they also introduced Basic Retirement Sum, BRS, which assumes that you already own a home and doesn't need to pay rent, and allow property pledging so that you can access more of your CPF as cash without having to sell your home. And I did another video on property pledging. I'll leave the link in the description. Now that's where the retirement sum comes in. CPF use three reference points to guide you depending on your desired money payout and retirement needs. The Basic Retirement Sum, BRS. This is meant to provide money payout for basic living needs, excluding rental expenses. It assumes that you own a property with a lease lasting to age 95 and therefore doesn't need to pay rent. The Full Retirement Sum, FRS. This is 2 times of the BRS and is the default amount CPF set aside for most members at age 55. It provides a higher money payout to support retirement. The Enhanced Retirement Sum, ERS. This is 4 times of the Basic Retirement Sum and is the maximum amount you can top up to your retirement account RA voluntarily from 55 onward. Setting aside the ERS gives you the highest money payout by CPF Life. Now, here's the figure if you turn 55 in the coming years. For example, in 2025, your FRS is 213K and 2026 is 220,400. Then the BRS in 2025 is 106,500 and 2026 is 110,200. In short, BRS is your baseline guide if you already own a home. FRS is the standard default CPF set aside for retirement, and ERS is a voluntary top-up options for those who want more. For those turning 55 in 2025, the BRS 106,500, which gives you around 860 to 930 per month. FRS is 213K, and that gives you about 1610 to 1730 a month. So yes, the system is designed to give you money payout for life, but it also locks away a big portion of your CPF, and that means you may have much less flexibility when it comes to housing move. If you are watching this before turning 55, and here's one move that could make a huge difference. You can apply to reserve your OA savings so that it won't be transferred into your retirement account at 55. And this is for people who plan to use their OA to pay for your current home loan or purchase your next home after 55. Important note, you can apply up to 6 months before your 55th birthday. CPF needs at least 5 working days to process your application. Also note that reserving your OA means that you have set aside less in your RA, which may result in receiving smaller amount of money payout in the future when you turn 65. Hence, you should think carefully about your housing and retirement needs when deciding whether to reserve your OA savings. So the great news is you don't have to rush to sell or buy your property before turning 55. You can reserve all or part of your ordinary account saving to pay for your housing needs after 55. I'll include the official link in the description. Now let's say you already turned 55 and you didn't reserve your OA, and now your OA is almost empty, and because your CPF transferred the money into your RA. And here's a question I get a lot: if I have enough money in my retirement account, can I use it to buy a home? Here's the reality: CPF doesn't allow you to touch your RA freely. But the answer is yes, but only under two conditions. You can only use your RA saving above your basic retirement sum, BRS, and only for 3-room flat or smaller flat. Now, what does that even mean? Just a quick recap. In 2025, the BRS is 106,500 and FRS is 213K. In 2026, FRS is 220,400 and BRS is 110,200. Let's say you turn 55 in 2025 and your RA has 213K. Then you can use the amount above your basic retirement sum, BRS, and that is 106,500 for your next home purchase. In short, you can use CPF after 55 to buy a flat, but only for 3-room or smaller flat. If this feels confusing, you are not alone. That's why it's so important to plan before 55. Now, we covered a lot from RA creation to OA reservation and how it affects your ability to buy a home. It may sound complex, but your takeaway is simple. Plan before 55. Reserve your OA if needed and keep your housing options open. You don't get punished for not planning, but you just get fewer options. And I really hope that this video adds some clarity. Do consider liking and subscribe to my channel. By the way, I did another video on why you don't really have to sell your HDB flat after 55. You can watch it here if you are deciding what to do with your flat. I'm Kenneth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.